Hello and welcome to United Report. This is your home for all the latest Manchester United news, match updates, transfer stories, and in-depth analysis. Stay connected and never miss a moment. Subscribe now to stay ahead with everything happening at Old Trafford. Ahead of the Europa League final on May 21st, the men in charge of Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester United have taken different approaches. Spurs plan to give out around 700 free tickets to the final in Bilbao, one for each of the club's full-time employees, in contrast to their opponents at San Mamés. The two struggling Premier League teams have a chance to salvage something from their season in the Basque Country. United and Spurs sit 16th and 17th respectively in the table, but progress to the Europa League final after decisive semi-final wins against Athletic Club and Bodo Glimt respectively. Both teams will have an allocation of 15,000 tickets for the final, with the winners earning a spot in next season's Champions League. According to the Mail, Spurs have offered a free ticket to each staff member, though the offer is not understood to include travel or accommodation. United, in contrast, won't be doling out free tickets to staff. The news comes against a backdrop of significant cost-cutting under billionaire part owner Ratcliffe, with the workforce trimmed substantially since his arrival partway through the 2023-24 season. A small number of United staff members will have the chance to win tickets via a ballot, while those unable to attend will be able to watch a screening of the game. They will reportedly be given 2 free drinks at the screening, while any +1 they bring will have to pay for their own refreshments. Spurs will be playing in just their second European final of the 21st century and their second against English opposition. The first came in 2019, when they were beaten 2-0 by Liverpool in the 2019 Champions League final. For United, it's a 6th European final since the turn of the century and a chance for a third win. They beat Chelsea in the 2008 Champions League final and overcame Ajax to win the Europa League in 2017. While they also suffered final losses against Barcelona twice and Villarreal. United and Spurs both suffered 2-0 home defeats in the league at the weekend after ringing the changes ahead of the European final. Ruben Amorim's team were beaten by West Ham, while Ange Postecoglou's side fell to FA Cup finalists Crystal Palace. Everybody is focused on the final. The final is not the biggest thing in our football club. We need to change a lot of things, United boss Amorim told Match of the Day after the latest defeat. If we don't change the way we play and perform and feel this urgency of winning every game, we should not play in the Champions League. We should just stay in the Premier League and learn how to be competitive 1 week at a time. The biggest focus on our football club is to change a lot of things. It's not just the final. Mason Greenwood could secure the Premier League return he craves in the next 12 months, with 2 top-flight clubs now supposedly ready to pursue a deal for the former Manchester United forward. Greenwood, 23, moved to France last summer in a deal worth £26 million after being informed he had no future at Old Trafford. He has delivered in a Marseille shirt too, accumulating 20 goals and 5 assists across 35 games for Roberto De Zerbi's side. Despite Greenwood's fine maiden campaign in League One, it was recently claimed that he is yearning for a return to England, and it now seems as though he could be offered the chance to move back across the Channel sooner rather than later. As revealed by The Telegraph, there are 2 Premier League clubs who are now weighing up the possibility of offering Greenwood a route back to England, with figures close to Marseille accepting a transfer within the next 2 windows is possible. However, there is said to be a difference of opinion among those close to Greenwood over whether or not he is ready to return to the Premier League. The Sun previously claimed that playing abroad has helped Greenwood and his partner, Harriet Robson, rebuild their lives after charges of attempted rape, assault, and controlling and coercive behaviour against the striker were dropped by the Crown Prosecution Service. The novelty of playing overseas has worn off though, with Greenwood keen on a return to his native northwest. Manchester United would stand to profit should their former academy star making another move due to a sell-on clause which was inserted in the deal that took him to France last year. While Greenwood has been amongst the goals for Marseille, who are currently second in the League One table, he has also encountered setbacks. His work ethic has been questioned by both De Zerbi and supporters, with the club's ultras unfurling a banner urging Greenwood to get a move on. De Zerbi did take the time to laud the forward's ability last month, saying Greenwood is a natural talent. All the credit goes to his mother and father, and I'm here to help him become more complete. When he needs a hug, a word of support, I gladly give it. And when I need to push him to give more, I have to do that too, because that's my job. I would especially like to help him be remembered, in this stadium and by these supporters, as one of the greatest players to have played here at the Velodrome. There have been so many great players here, but I think Greenwood has the qualities to be remembered that way, and I'm trying to help him progress. Mikel Arteta takes his Arsenal side to Liverpool on Sunday afternoon, with the Gunners looking to regroup following their exit from the Champions League. A defeat at Paris Saint-Germain on Wednesday saw the Gunners be knocked out of the European Cup at the semi-final stage. They now face the unenviable task of travelling to Premier League champions Liverpool. Anfield will be in full party mode as the title celebrations continue on Merseyside. Arne Slot's side have nothing left to play for this season besides trying to impress their Dutch boss. Arsenal, meanwhile, still have not confirmed their place in the top 5, and with it qualification for next season's Champions League. They sit 4 points ahead of Aston Villa in 6th, with the Midlands side having 2 games to play. They could even be caught by Nottingham Forest, who sit down in 7th. A win over Liverpool would guarantee Champions League qualification for the Gunners, though a victory will not be easy to secure. Here, Liverpool report writers offer their predictions for Sunday's clash. Liverpool versus Arsenal is a tough one to call, if only because it's hard to tell what kind of lineups we'll see at Anfield. The champions have the luxury of shuffling the pack with nothing on the line, while the fixture list means it would take an unlikely combination of results for Mikel Arteta's men to drop out of the Champions League spots. After the midweek defeat to Paris Saint-Germain, Arsenal no longer have to hedge their bets while chasing European glory. The bigger question is whether they have the energy to pick themselves back up after the physical and mental exertions of Wednesday night. While Liverpool will want to bounce back from a rare defeat last time out at Chelsea, Arsenal may well be motivated by the pressure to finish above a Manchester City side who have been out of sorts for long periods. A win for the visitors might be a bridge too far, but they have the quality to take a point which, in other circumstances, might have been considered a very good result. Liverpool made changes at Chelsea, and I suspect they will at Brighton a week on Monday, but I think Arne Slot will see this as almost the first game of next season. Arsenal are bruised after their defeat in Paris, and Slot will want to keep the wounds open. A refreshed Liverpool playing in an Anfield party atmosphere in the first home match since the title was secured does not sound like the ideal afternoon for Arsenal and Mikel Arteta, especially not when the Gunners still need points to secure Champions League football. I'm sure they'll get them eventually, but I just can't escape the notion that this is a game they really don't need. Their record at Anfield is poor, and if this opens up into an entertaining contest, then I can only really see one winner. I can't see Arne Slot making as many changes as he did against Chelsea. Liverpool will get their first Anfield Guard of Honour, and those on the Kop will be expecting a performance of champions to follow. Arsenal will still be stinging from their Champions League exit and have looked vulnerable in the Premier League in recent weeks. I think this could be a real day in the sun for the Reds as they celebrate their title triumph. Arsenal are reeling after their season came crashing down around them in Paris on Wednesday night. I can't see them recovering from that blow against a Liverpool team in party mode. There will be a celebratory atmosphere at Anfield, with neither side now really playing for anything. With that in mind, I can only really see Liverpool coming out on top. Games between these two in previous seasons have been blockbusters, but I doubt Arsenal will be able to match the Reds, who are flying high on morale. Arteta needs more time to regroup. This match certainly doesn't have the bite it might have done 6 weeks ago. Liverpool can celebrate until the season ends, with perhaps a few players trying to earn a future at the club, while Arsenal could still be mourning another term without silverware. Can Anfield's crowd spark up an intensity that may be lacking from the game? It's tough to tell. Mikel Arteta will want his side to bounce back in the hope of earning some momentum heading into next season, but they know little is required to cement their place in the Champions League. It could ensure talented players have plenty of freedom to go and produce an entertaining tie. But there's a sense the match may struggle to get out of second gear.